Alright, let's get us some pre-workout then. Hey, can't wait. This is going to be banging. Where's good? 3 scoops? Yeah, fuck it. Can't be asked to wait.
Hang on a minute. Is that how you're going to turn this one into a 10 out of 10 product?
I'm not going to bother with scales.
Hello guys, welcome back to yet another one with us, the Review Bros, and we're excited to get this one to you. You know, we've held off for it for a little bit longer than usual, simply because we wanted to make sure it's 100% correct, and that is so important in these product reviews. And I'm going to show you exactly what we've got now as the nation hypes it up. We've got it, go on.
PHENTA PLEX by ABL Pharma. Now, it's been said to be the next Excelsior or the Excelsior killer by some other people, some other reviewers, but how will it fare against our honest reviewers? We cover the usuals.
The taste, the price, label and effects all coming to you, and we're going to break it down very carefully in this review. We're not leaving anything to chance. We're not going to let this one, you know, absolutely fly if people say it does or not. So let's get into it, guys.
And a big thanks to Easy Sups for sending it down. More on that in the price.
Cheers, guys. But first, if you're new here, please do us a massive favour. Do subscribe. Do like this video for the risks we are taking to our bodies. It is appreciated. Do comment your thoughts below. If you tried this product, really important bits and questions coming up in this. Let's go.
Taste and mixability, guys. So is it going to taste rough or nice? All we know is the flavour we've got is blue raspberry. It also comes in
fruit punch and sour candy. I'm not too sure if there are any more flavours on the market. That's all we can see as of yet, guys. And it's important to mention, I have put this in text beforehand, but I'm going to mention it again because, you know, for future iterations, this is very important. So this is expiry date of 11th month, 2023. Its lot number is 3435. Just in case you guys have a different batch, you know, that is very important. As we've seen with Excelsior in the past, new batches sometimes weaken, sometimes not. You know, that's the one we've got anyway for today's review. And the flavour we've got, blue raspberry, seems to be very blue, as you can tell, guys. A lot of artificial colourings have gone into that. I'm very sure of it.
Yeah, we purposely didn't put much water in because it is only a small scoop, isn't it?
Yeah, 6.9 grams. For the absolute sake of this very review, we've gone to 7. Rather be slightly over than slightly under and get called out for it. So we've made sure to, you know, absolutely nail this review. Blue raspberry going down the hatch. Let's do this. I'm scared.
We've had it before, by the way, but, you know, pretend it's our first
Smells
time.
very funky, don't it?
Yeah.
So I don't really pass the smell test.
Yeah, it's not like any blue raspberry I've had before.
No, do another swig. I tell you, it gets harder.
That's what she said.
A very strange aftertaste, isn't there?
It's like I'm licking on, you know when you were a kid and you used to have the blow-up armbands when you went swimming? It's like I'm licking around one of those or blowing it up.
Yeah, it's got a rubber type taste.
Yeah.
Like a balloon taste.
Mm.
What I actually thought the first time, my analogy is, tastes like blue raspberry. It's sweet. It's nice at the very first initial kick in. Then you get that rubbery taste. Do you know what it really reminds me of though? It's like a combination of blue raspberries, a little hint of pencil lead.
Oh yeah.
And a hint of soured milk.
Molten down though, I'm guessing.
The soured milk gets me. It does. It even smells like soured milk. You know, you leave it out, not ridiculously long. I'm not talking days, guys. I'm talking maybe 2 or 3 hours. You know,
very specific.
On a warm day. You know, we've got to be specific with these taste segments. That's what it reminds me of. It's definitely got a soured milk type smell to it.
Yeah, it has, and that is unique to say the least. And normally that's a good sign with these dodgy freaks because
the milk.
Yeah, well, not specifically that, but in that they're dodgy tasting because then you think, wow, maybe there is something in it.
Yeah, it's not at the same time, guys. As disgusting as that analogy sounds, it's definitely not the worst pre-workout we've ever taken.
No, definitely
not even near really, because it's quite sweet.
Let's see if we can polish it.
It does get a lot worse, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's more particly and dry at the bottom. Let's do a 3, 2, 1 then.
3, 2, 1, 4 out of 10.
5.5 out of 10.
No.
I was going slightly above average.
I wouldn't say it was above average.
Maybe when you get down to the bottom, it does fall a bit below average, admittedly. What should we do then?
5?
Yeah.
Fuck it, 5.
Just average, just doable. You know, you're not going to write home about it, but it's not like undoable.
I've heard the fruit punch is very rough.
Sour candy would have been
Yeah,
nice,
and I think we would have preferred sour candy, but who knows? That's the way the cookie crumbles today. If you want any more information about this taste segment, ask us in the comments below. Let's get into the price.
It's price time, guys, and it's quite an interesting one, which we will elaborate on. But we want to first of all, again, thank Easy Sups for sending this down to us. So it'll be their website you head over to, ezsups.com, where you can pick this up on there. This 30 serving tub, which we do like to see, more on that in a second, for £36.99. And that comes to a 6 out of 10 on our price scale, which is £1.23 a go, which actually isn't too bad if this does live up to the hype.
Yeah, exactly that. And yeah, again, touching quickly on EZ Sups, UK company. They've got some good pre-workouts on their site, guys, including Beam pre-workout, Devastate of the Union, and other bits and pieces. So definitely worth checking them out. They're a new company and all, so fair play to them for getting in the hardcore stuff like this. Now, we've gone a bit above and beyond with this review. We just wanted to get it right, guys. We cannot let you guys down at home. So we poured the entire contents of the tub out. It comes to 260 grams of actual powder. Now you do the maths, guys. You divide that up by the 6.9 gram serving and you get like 37.6 servings out of it. We can't promise that's going to be the same for every single container out there. You know, some of them might have 32, some of them, well, you might be very unlucky and get a 29 or a 28er. But this one in particular happens to be 37 servings. So actually that price point would be a lot better off. We're going to stick to the official 30 servings like it tells us because we can't promise it with every tub. Now, the important thing is, and we also did the maths on this, if you just did a flat scoop every time, 11 grams, you do the maths on the 36.99, all the rest of it, you do it on the 260 gram serving size, you would only get 23 servings out of it. So that's what you guys are going to be getting if you do flat scoops. If you do heaping...
Yeah, then it'd be even worse. How many would you get then? Like 17, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did the 260 divided by the 15 gram serving that you get if you heap scoop it a bit, and you get 17. So it's very important. That's why we cannot emphasise enough, weigh the scoops. Why we cannot emphasise enough again at this point that people may, and I'm putting out there as a may, I don't want to say that everyone's just heaping it and, you know, all the rest of it, but they may be getting ultimate effects simply because they are literally taking more than double the recommended serving size.
Yeah, and I would bet my money that more people don't weigh their pre-workout scoops than people who do, especially gyms. When you're going for a gym, you're like, yeah, I have a scoop of pre-workout, mate. They're not going to get some scales out and weigh it for you, are they? They're just going to bung a scoop in, probably a rounded or a heap scoop. So something to bear in mind. We've always stressed it and we will continue to.
Definitely, especially if samples are going out from stores, retail stores, and they're weighing in at 13, 14 grams. It's dangerous stuff, really. But anyway, that's enough on that, guys. On today's pricing segment, it does still get that 6 out of 10. So cheaper than an average pre-workout going by the serving size.
It's that label time, guys. The bit you've all been waiting for. Just how dodgy is it?
What illicit goodies are we getting for that hard-earned cash?
Well, on the front it says clean energy, no crash and intense focus, and I feel like 2 of those are going to be a lie.
Let's see, but it's pharma grade.
Good stuff. So we got 6.9 gram serving size. First up, caffeine anhydrous, 400 milligrams.
Not to be sniffed at, guys, and then remember, I'm going to keep saying it, I know, you're going to get sick of me saying it. That's at that 6.9. You imagine doing 15, you're looking at coming on a gram. Be warned.
Whew.
That's all I can say, be warned. 400 milligrams, 4 cups worth of coffee, a lot of stimulation and energy.
Above average, probably slightly. Then we've got Synephrine HCl, 100 milligrams.
Nice dosage, guys. Obviously a fat burner, metabolising fat cells, giving you more energy, fat burning effects, you know, sweats, all the rest of it.
DMHA, 100 milligrams.
Nice dose, not over the top. We've seen it go up to 300, but 100 milligrams, if you get the right stuff, it does the job. Gives you that euphoria, mood elevation, highness, stimulation, central nervous system energy.
L-Thuro root extract, 100 milligrams.
Health ingredient, you know, it's been likened to things such as Siberian ginseng.
Ooh.
Just, you know, all the goodies really, but nothing that's specific to a pre-workout, unless it contains some more illicit elements within its body.
Yeah. Then we've got niacin, 30 milligrams.
You know, a respectable dose if it's going to work with the beta-alanine that's going to be coming up in this label for the flushing type effect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then we've got a proprietary blend, which means we don't know the specific dosages of these ingredients, which is quite funny why they'd feel the need to protect this bit of the label, but it's 5.55 grams of this. We've got agmatine sulfate up first.
Which we would like to see at about 1 gram, so we've already taken up a fair percentage of that proprietary blend. For the pumps, nitric oxide performance, blood flow. Yeah, let's see how it comes together.
Nice. Hordenine HCl.
Kind of like the synephrine, probably only in there again at about 50 to 100 milligrams, so not as big as the proprietary blend total. More fat burning effects, energy, mood elevation.
Yeah, all the goodies. Then we've got beta-alanine.
Which we'd like at 3.2, and I reckon it probably isn't about that, to be fair.
And it seems like they're lying on in the sense that they're not doing the highest dose to lowest dose.
Yeah, there's no way the Hordenine's higher than the beta-alanine.
No. Well, wouldn't make sense, would it?
No. For beta tingles, itchy, tingly feels, helps with lactic acid buffering down the line for more endurance in the gym.
We enjoy it. Then wrapping off, we've got taurine.
Which is a health ingredient, really, guys, to be honest with you. You know, helps with hydration, electrolyte balance, pumps a little bit, maybe a little bit of nootropic benefit, but all in all, a pretty simplistic label.
Yeah, unless there's something really dodgy in there, it doesn't look like it's going to do too much.
No digestive aid. It's coming down to, I don't know. Let's be honest, we don't know. Let's get into the effects.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we have arrived at destination go in the effects section of this product. Let's be realistic, this is the majority importance factor or segment of the review because, let's face it, we want to know how it actually works in the real world. And if you've skipped to this effects section alone, I must just quickly emphasize again, this review is based on the actual 6.9 gram serving size, which is thoroughly important with this product. You guys may have seen it earlier on in this review. Let's start off at the beginning with the beta-alanine effect. Tell them how that actually did in reality.
Well, it's in here at, we don't know because it's part of a proprietary blend, but we would have liked to have hoped it was in there at around 3 grams, but in all honesty, guys, we just didn't really feel it. It was almost as if it weren't in there at all, which is a shame because, as you guys know, we love beta-alanine. Now I'm going to do a bit of an Aaron and cut to the chase, and I'm going to be like, Aaron, is this Excelsior on the suggested serving size?
Absolutely not. Not even close, guys. Not even. And that is heavily based on this 6.97 gram serving size, let's be honest. Potentially, if you do take that full heaping scoop, 12, 13, 14, 15 grams, it might well do that, because let's start off by saying you do get a sense of euphoria, maybe, not necessarily mood elevation, but a sense of highness.
Yeah, it's there, it's lingering, but analogy that we actually just talked about, it feels like it never really shifts into 5th and 6th gear. Like, you feel it there, you're like,
it's coming in, it's coming in, it's coming in.
And then fizzles, and then eventually you end up in reverse, don't you,
Aaron? Yeah, the crash on this stuff is the nastiest crash I've had on a pre-workout for as long as I remember. And it's annoying and it's quite frustrating, to be honest with you, because when we think of crash, we do also think of the positives of the, the high.
Yeah.
And it doesn't ever...
You come down lower than you go up, right?
Yeah. So let's just say that's baseline neutral. You go up, but boy, you come down lower than you ever started. And it will leave you feeling like down in the dumps.
So there is something in there, but this is the interesting part. Neither of us experienced stim dick, which you'd normally do in these high-end, dodgy pre-workouts, shall we say. Also no appetite suppression, and also not that much thirst either.
No, none of the negatives. You don't get any cold sweats, chills, which may have come from, the synephrine dose, the Hordenine. Don't get any of that. Energy never really picks up. It doesn't, I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like 400 caffeine. Don't get me wrong, you definitely feel some energy there. And we are trying to keep an open mind with this review, and that's what we've got to do. Now, we had hopes, we had dreams of Excelsior 2.0 or beyond, and it didn't hit those hopes or dreams, not even near. But that being said, we can't then slam it because of that. We've got to keep an open mind when it concerns this. We're not scoring this pre-workout down on its pumps, really.
It doesn't advertise pumps really. It's going on about energy and focus, and ironically no crash, which
Which is a big wrong. There is a mega crash, and honestly, I could sleep. That's very important. That's actually one of the negatives that we've heard on the pipeline, heard on the grapevine, should I say? But it doesn't. I could sleep now, easy as you like. Easy as you like, and the same every single time. That must be emphasised, guys. I've used this more than several times now, just to make sure.
Yeah, so with that nasty crash, we wouldn't actually recommend using it too early on in the day, because if you're planning on having a productive day, perhaps going to work after you train, you'll be in Sleepyville, won't you?
You will be, guys. It feels like a nootropic pre-workout. It's not an energy-driven pre-workout.
No, it's not. Is it? It's not.
Heart rate doesn't go up that much, It's quite a calm pre-workout, in fact.
Yeah.
But to compare it, personally, on 6.9 grams, to compare it to Excelsior is an insult.
Yeah, maybe Excelsior if you did literally a half scoop of Excelsior, maybe.
Yeah, and kind of cutting back to what I said in the in one of the segments before, retailers are sending this out on 12, 13, 14 grams sachets. People are taking a flat scoop, which is 11, 12 grams, or heaping scoops. And perhaps, and we are talking perhaps, that's when it feels like Excelsior. But for consistency's sake, guys, must be emphasised now, we go by the label.
In no review have we ever gone above the suggested serving size, and that's how we stay consistent on our channel, because where do you draw the line? You draw it on that.
And I'll give a perfect example. We all have a laugh about C4. Where does it on the label? Well, it doesn't, that's the point. Where does it say you can take 8 scoops of C4 and turn it into a 10 out of 10 amazing, unbelievable experience? It doesn't, so we stay to the label. Where can you draw the line if not at the label?
Yeah, because then where it just makes all pre-workout reviews questionable if you can just wallop any old amount into the shaker and down it, don't it?
And it's more prevalent in this review simply because that scoop size to the serving size is such a divide.
So off.
So, look, energy, honestly, like a 5 or a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Focus is there. It's definitely there. It's not amazing. Probably like a 7 or an 8 out of 10.
Highness is there, but again, we've had pre's that give you more highness with less of a crash, so it is a bit weird in that sense. We did train well every time we've trained on this product, but we noticed in the last sort of third of our workout, we started to go, ooh,
yeah, you have to, we use our own, I'll be honest, we use our own willpower there,
yeah.
As will a lot of you guys sitting watching at home. You force your way through it, but it is halfway through your session that crash starts to come in, and it's like I said, it's one of the nastiest. Now, who this product for? Not for beginners, not for intermediate users, and not for stim junkies at the serving size. But that being said, I just know that some of you guys would take a full heaping scoop, and then it would be for stim junkies, we think. Now, it's quite reminds us of pre-workouts like Overlord, like 9 Lives, but just dialed down 40% with even a nastier crash. So
yeah, it's a shame really, because you can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel with this one, but it just doesn't quite reach it, does it?
No. Now, guys, what we really want is your comments below. Have you used this? What serving size did you use this at? Did you weigh your scoop out? Did you take a full heaping scoop? Did you take a sachet from a retailer? This is actually probably the most important time, because the hype is on for this product. You as a consumer may well come to this very review, and you may very read the comments below. Now, we want a full picture. We want a full painting for everyone. We want to use our channel almost as a forum for people to comment their thoughts below. Now, we have also, don't know how to say this without trying to put ourselves in the shit, we've seen some interesting results on drug tests
on this.
Not saying it's this particular batch, not saying it's from Easy Sups, not saying it's from ABL. all of it. And actually, we've also seen very, very, very different results from people buying it on eBay, people buying it from wherever. This easysups.com, they have told us they got it absolutely direct from the guys at ABL. So we hope that is, one of the extreme versions. Should you take it at 12, 13 grams, that may be we're putting absolutely every card on the table for you guys to see it, and that's why your comments are important, because there are more cards on the table for anyone to go down and read below. Now, do remember, a flat scoop is about 11 or 12 grams, slightly heaping, and before you know it, we're taking double the serving size.
Yeah, you're getting mega
caffeine.
That's the worry, isn't it? Yeah, so no wonder it, allegedly feels freaking strong on 11, 12, 13, 14 grams, because you're getting the caffeine alone would slap you silly, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Now, just one last piece on this, really, guys. How long do you feel this pre-workout? Mentally, you feel like something's there for a good long period of time, but it's with that crash. And it's not a mellow crash, it's quite a nasty, I'll be honest, it's a depressing crash.
I just want to go and lay on my bed now, to be honest, and just do nothing.
That being said, we're still quite hungry, which is a thumbs up.
Yeah, it doesn't suppress appetite.
A rarity. So, appreciate you guys watching. We had to do it as we have to stay 100% honest with you guys. That is the most important thing. But for us, what we give it out of 10, honestly, forgetting everyone's experience, forgetting absolutely everything, I'm between a 6 and a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm at as well. I don't know if the hype perhaps killed it a little bit for us, even though we're trying to separate ourselves from that.
If it didn't crash as bad, it would get quite a good score, because the focus, it feels, like Craig said, it feels like it's in 4th gear, which for training
is good.
Is okay, isn't it? So, yeah.
It's one of the strangest pre's we've come across in terms of effects and negatives, put it that way. It is a unique one, but there's better things out there for stim junkies, and we do say check out Easy Sups' website for, if you don't fancy this, have a look at some of their other stuff, because as Aaron mentioned earlier on, they've got a lot of goodies.
They have a lot of goodies, and thank you to them for sending it on over to us. Thank you guys at home for watching along. We really do appreciate it. It does help our algorithms. Do like the video for the risks we've taken today. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And guys, it's at this stage we say it.
As always,
stay
stimmed.
Night night.
In 4th gear and into bed.